The funny thing was, I remember when me and Stasi were playing one of those games, and you were singing, and it was in this one song, and you're like, you sang about half the damn song, and there the solo comes on, and you're like, wait, is this Steely Dan?
Yeah. He's just an asshole! He's just an asshole! He's just an asshole! Let it go! What are these fucked?
Audio Theory Radio.
And welcome to another Audio Theory Radio. This time we got Josh Gar.
Yar!
Josh Gar the Destroyer. And we have Zach.
Zach is nothing fancy.
I couldn't think of something.
Zach Gar.
Zach Gar.
No, just Zachariah.
Zachariah.
What are you, an Amish fucking now?
And we have me.
Zachariah, the gardener.
The gardener?
No, the gardener.
The gardener. And we have Trevor Jonesy. Good old Trevor Jonesy. Okay.
Alright.
This week we're going to be talking about music-based games, simulation music games, and rhythm-based games. So,
As many as we can think of.
Yeah, if you're pushing buttons in a rhythmic pattern, you're playing a music-based game.
yeah.
And
So
I'm sure a lot of people have played these because they were fucking massively popular.
yeah, they were.
Like, Guitar Hero fucking blew that shit out of the water. Everyone wanting to fucking act like they're playing guitars.
Yeah, so let's talk about Guitar Hero for a second. I remember, okay, it had been out for a while.
Guitar Hero, gonna be a Guitar Hero.
Yeah, it had been out for a while. I remember this day. You were like, dude, I want to spend some money, and I'm like, okay. And so we drive to fucking every pawn shop in Columbus, and you were like, fuck, man, I can't find anything I want. Let's go to Walmart. And I was like, all right, let's go to fucking Walmart. And you were like, fuck it, I'm gonna buy this game. So Zach buys Guitar Hero, and we took it home, and we were like, damn, this game's kind of cool, you know?
We played the shit out of it, even though we're guitar players and
then,
shit.
Yeah, and
We thought this was really fun.
Stas became the Guitar Hero master out of the bunch.
Like, she fucking
rocked it.
She saw that shit when she came home, and she was like, or no, at first it was like, what is this?
Yeah.
It looks stupid.
Yeah.
She picked it up, she's like, fucking playing on master mode and shit.
Yeah, dude, I could barely play easy mode, goddammit.
2005.
I could barely fucking play easy mode, and I'm like, man, I'm a real guitarist, and I can't play this toy. I can't fucking play this toy.
It would throw you off, because it would play the same note, or no, it would play different notes on the same fucking button or
whichever
whatever.
one it was that had, She Sells...
That was in one of them?
Yeah, that fucking cult song. I always fuck that up. She Sells...
Sanctuary.
Yes, exactly. I was trying to say that fucking She Sells, Seashells.
Seashells.
By the seashore.
Yeah, so she sells Sanctuary, and I'm like, oh shit, I know how to play this song. I can play the whole song on my guitar, and I couldn't play it on that game. Couldn't fucking play it.
Was that like the 80s game?
I don't even remember, man. I remember it was on one of them.
Like,
Yeah,
I will say, some of them did have good soundtracks.
Yeah, like, we played the shit out of the first one, and I remember Josh was playing it too, and then Josh got a copy of it, and we fucking just, that was a thing for a while. It was like, hey, let's have a Guitar Hero party, and fucking everybody come over, and we'd play some Guitar Hero.
There's like 14 iterations of Guitar Hero.
Oh my god.
It had Ace of Spades, Bark at the Moon.
Yeah, that one had a lot of good songs, that first one.
Yeah, Guitar Hero 1 through 5, then there was... The one you were talking about, the first one was it was Rock Guitar Hero Encore's Rock of the 80s. Then they did Legends of Rock, On Tour, Heroes of Tour Decades, Hero on Tour Modern Hits, Smash Hits, Hero World Tour, and Aerosmith, Metallica, Van Halen, and Warriors of Rock.
Warriors of Rock was supposed to be.
Did we have the Van Halen one?
Yeah, that was free. It came free with fucking Guitar Hero 5. And the thing that was weird about that is it was on the Guitar Hero 4 engine. when 5 had come out, it's like, why?
Yeah.
And that one sucked. Like it had like all the all the other bands in there made no sense to me. Like you had Yellow Card.
Yeah.
With Van Halen.
Why do you have Yellow Card with Van Halen?
And then you had fucking Offspring.
And
it was pretty fly for a white guy.
I forgot all about that game. Alright. Then Guitar Hero 2 came out, and we were all hyped. We were like, dude, there's gonna be Primus songs, Buckethead songs. And to me, Guitar Hero 2 had the best soundtrack out of all of them.
Realistically, let's be honest. We only played it because, like, I want to hear my favorite music.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. There you go.
We have it on CDs on here.
You would also
we want to hear it
bands that you would also be introduced to some bands.
Yeah, exactly. Like, because L7's Pretend That We're Dead was on one of them.
Really?
Yeah.
And I remember
Anarchy Club. That's why I listened to Anarchy Club because of that.
And
yeah, what was that Caveman Rejoice?
And I remember, I had known of L7, but then I saw the albums at a pawn shop.
We've heard it on like Grand Theft Auto games.
That was the bags.
And I picked up the L7 albums.
Graveyard Barbecue was good.
Oh,
Cheat on the Church.
Trogdor.
Yeah, Trogdor. Man.
Yes.
And then you had a Death Clock Thunder Horse.
Yeah, that was like first time I heard Death Clock. I was like, yes, that's epic.
That was badass. And and then 2 was the one that added the bass.
Yeah,
and
that one was actually one of the better ones because it was more fun to play in 2-player.
Yeah,
and that's what started the whole fucking thing.
It really added on much better instead of using gimmicks like the later ones did. Like, say, Guitar Hero 3 came out, and that was the one Stas played a lot, and I would just get stoned as shit, and I'd be like, play Cherub Rock. That's all I want to hear. And that's when I came up with that 90s TV show and, stoned as hell just listening to Cherub Rock. And then I started coming up with that Flick the Bean cartoon and, Jack the Ass.
Mm-hmm.
And, so I have a lot of nice memories attached to Guitar Hero 3 even though I didn't play it.
Yeah, there was a lot like that one, Cliffs of Dover.
Yeah, man, and Stas would rock that fucking song too, man. I'd be like, God damn.
And that was when everyone started getting into Dragon Force.
Yeah, that's when, because I remember, man, David and I had
Y'all
been
were listening to Dragon Force like 6 years before.
Yeah,
Guitar
dude.
Hero came out.
David gave me a fucking burned CD with a bunch of old Dragon Force songs on there. I'm like, this is awesome. And then, 4 years later, they finally break out into America, and it's like everybody loves Dragon Force, and and I was like, that's cool as shit. I'm glad they finally came over here, but then they kind of started to suck.
Yeah.
Can you remember your first rhythm-based game you ever played? Like what you consider the closest to remember being a rhythm-based?
Probably the little rhythm cave things in Donkey Kong Country 3.
That really wouldn't fall into the category of rhythm-based game. No, mine was 1997, Parappa the Rappa.
I remember that. I could not.
Parappa
They used to have the game playable in the mall when it came out, and I was sitting there trying so hard to play it, and I could not figure it out.
Check, turn, and signal to the left.
No,
That game was great.
That game.
I think it was my first.
They need to re-release that shit.
I played Part 2. Jessica bought it when I was living with Mom and Dad, and I played it. I played throughout the game. There was only 8 songs on it.
Oh, that sucks.
I finished it in 20 minutes.
That sucks.
It did suck.
And then, of course, then you have another thing we played a lot of was our plethora of Pump It Up, DDR, all the dance games.
I was a big DDR fan.
I was more of a Pump It Up fan.
I hated.
I liked the because DDR was forward, right, and had forward and to the side.
Yeah, pretty much up,
Pump
down,
It Up was
left,
corner,
and right.
corner.
Yeah, I didn't like a lot of the remixes on DDR. I was like, okay, I want to hear the original version.
What songs would be on DDR?
They would have remixed versions of there's that 80s song.
There was a Mario DDR.
Really?
Yeah.
I remember there was Chemical Brothers Block Rock and Beats on ones. I was like, that's cool as hell. To me, I think those games would benefit more with stuff like Chemical Brothers, but there would be, you know, a lot of 80s songs. There was that one, the na 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 na.
Yeah, DDR did more of the actual music dancing, whereas like Pump It Up did a lot of the techno and just like the Bach and Mozart music. That's what I love. That it was so great when they took like the old classical music and then increased add the beats per minute
Well,
to
shit,
it.
nowadays the dance games are all fucking camera based.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
With the Michael Jackson experience. And
You get touched.
What is?
oh, yes. To that,
you're being ignorant.
we're playing the Michael Jackson experience. Oh, so you're going to bed tonight.
Don't forget to turn your Kinect on. That's why they're selling Xbox without Kinect now.
Michael Jackson's been touching little boys through the Kinect.
Yeah, motherfucker is dead and he's still getting through to them children.
Oh, did you ever play? I don't know. You probably never did. I did. You ever play DJ Hero?
Oh
yes,
God, they
we
had DJ
did.
Hero.
That was god awful.
That was garbage, man.
That was horrible.
Like, the songs, why did they have to be songs that were there was no point in them being fucking techno and being meshed together.
Oh, that was a
I don't even remember the fucking
game.
like I don't remember a song per se, but god damn it, every remix was
There was a
retarded.
Grandmaster Flash song on there, and in the song it was called something. It was like the DJ Hero theme song.
You know, there was a fucking what was it, the Flavor Flav button?
I don't remember that.
There was like this. I remember it was like the first time I saw y'all play it, and I'm like, is that really what that thing does every time you press that?
Oh.
It's like there would be this thing that would scroll down on your little disc, your discway or whatever, and you'd have to. I think it was like a switch or something you pressed. There was a button you pressed, and it'd be like,
Yeah.
whatever fucking
Yeah,
flavor.
boy.
Yeah, boy, that was it. Yeah, boy.
Damn it.
Every
I
time you hit
hated
that thing, in
game.
every song, it was like it was like Star Power or some shit.
Yeah.
It would be like, yeah, boy.
But look, that Grandmaster Flash song would annoy me because at the beginning he's like, "Yo, I'm Grandmaster Flash. I was the first person to ever use a turntable as an instrument." And I was like, "Really?
You weren't.
You have to say that in your song, dude? Shut up."
So I'm trying to remember. There was another one that was way before this one came out that had it had like a little keyboard built into it. It had a little tiny turntable thing on there.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. I know
It
what
was
you're
the one I
talking
bought
about.
and I brought it over to your house. I liked that one because it was really cool because it had a lot of techno.
Wait, was it the Konami one?
I don't remember who it was by.
I don't remember
It was
jack shit
it
about
was
it.
well before DJ Hero. It was like about when Rock Band, Guitar Hero first came out. In
Yeah.
those games. This one, it
There
had
was like buttons and shit.
yeah, it had all these buttons, and the turntable thing was just a little turntable. You used it to scratch with, as opposed to like DJ Hero's that slide bullshit.
Yeah,
But
It had
it was.
slides and had buttons on it.
I tried playing the demo at the fucking game. I'm like, this is fucking stupid. You can do this with a goddamn controller.
When
What's the point of
DJ
doing
Hero
this?
came out, that was the moment I was like, "Yeah, this fad is officially dead."
I thought that when they were was it 2008 or 2009 when they did fucking the greatest hit Guitar Hero game, which all those songs should have been downloadable, and then they did Metallica, fucking Van Halen.
Did we have the Metallica one?
We rented it.
We did.
And then they did the fucking Van Halen in part 5.
The
and then
Aerosmith
Band Hero,
one.
Aerosmith one. And they did Band Hero all in the same fucking year.
And what did we have? Band Hero? What the fuck
No, we
was
didn't.
Band Hero?
Band Hero was like a kid's version of Guitar Hero.
Oh.
It had like Taylor
Now
Swift
I remember
songs.
because Guitar Hero 3 was completely different than the first two, and that's because, like you said earlier,
Neversoft did
Harmonix. Yeah, Harmonix moved off to do
Harmonix.
Rock
Harmonix.
Band, which was a superior game in my opinion.
Yeah, that-
Beatmania was what it was called.
Beatmania,
I remember Beatmania.
yes, Beatmania.
Yeah, because that's right. I bought it and I brought it over. I was like, oh, what's
I
this?
remember that.
Yeah, it was by Konami. Yeah, it was on
Yes.
PS2,
Oh my god.
and it was fun, but it was ridiculously hard to play.
I couldn't do it. I couldn't figure it out.
Yeah, because I mean, I knew how to do because you had to do this keyboard this hand, you had turntable this hand. But I mean, the music was badass in it because it had fucking like really good house.
Did it scroll straight down?
Yeah.
Yeah, it scrolled straight fucking down.
And it played the music video behind it.
It was, yeah, I remember that with the music
That's the
video.
thing that sucks about Konami. All their music-based games.
Yeah, they don't understand that you need it coming at you. You know, it needs to be at an angle.
Well, that and the music video behind it kind of makes it hard. Sometimes you start getting flashing lights on. Now you can't see what the hell you got to play.
But you know, so Guitar Hero 3 came out, and to me, that was your standard classic rock radio station playlist.
What's funny is it was developed by the guys that did all the Tony Hawk games, so it looked like Tony Hawk.
And that's that's what happens.
And then when I noticed, like, it was like the true downfall of Guitar Hero was in part 3. Was I saw KFC advertisements, 5 Gum advertisements. Why are these in here?
Yeah, because the first ones only had like music equipment kind of advertisements, like crank amps and stuff.
Fucking, what is it? Goddamn Les Pauls, Gibsons, and shit. And then after 3
is when it sold out.
Yeah.
But okay, so then Rock Band was a more superior game.
That was really Guitar Hero.
But see, you guys hated the controller. I loved the controller.
Yeah, I didn't like that first one.
I didn't like the gaps that were between the buttons on the because I couldn't slide very well.
That first one was a good idea, but to me it wasn't executed all too well.
With the first Rock Band? No, it got better. Rock Band got a lot better, and the controller got a lot better.
Rock Band 2 was the best.
I remember one of the things you guys said you didn't like about the Rock Band controller was that the little the little strum part didn't click.
Yeah.
I didn't like the clicking because it was annoying as fuck. It's here, like I remember hearing somebody play it when I came over to your house and I couldn't hear the music. All I heard was click, 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 click. I was like, oh my god, stop that.
After Rock Band comes out, we have Guitar Hero 4, which copied Rock Band by giving you drums and a fucking bass and the guitar and the microphone.
But it wasn't. It was
worse.
It
was worse.
Because then they also came out with
they had that slide on the guitar pad.
Yeah, that stupid fucking slide. But I remember
the drums were awful, man.
They were extremely awful. Because I remember I'd got Rock Band 2, and you guys got Guitar Hero. Was it 4?
4.
And I brought my Rock Band over, and we're comparing it. We're like, this one's so much better because I remember when they came out. They said with this drum set, you literally can learn to play drums and slide in a real drum set, and you actually could play the drums. But it was still like hard because they put like double kick bass on the drums. If you got one pedal and you're trying to double kick this thing, it was a pain in the ass.
I remember because what I hated the most when they added the drums was. When you're beating on those plastic pads with those fucking sticks, that is the most annoying thing ever. It to me it ruined the appeal of being a weed smoker in the background, just watching people play the game.
Because now you hear the clicking.
Yeah, now you just hear
clicking and
you just hear people hitting plastic. I remember I would come home from work. And outside, I would get out of the car and I would just hear this. I would just hear this, man. I'm like, they're playing Guitar Hero 4.
See, that's when it would have been great to have headphones playing these games. You don't have to hear that shit. And then they came out with Guitar Hero World Tour and Rock Band World Tour came out. And I remember Rock Band came out where they had like a fog machine you can buy attached and the light set and everything.
Yeah, the microphone.
Those were unnecessary accessories.
But it was cool. It was cool. It was like a waste of money. They also came out with the cymbal attachments, which part was cool. I bought the cymbal ones. That was pretty neat. Mm-hmm. But yeah, it was always fun playing those games. Because usually I'd play guitar. I think Zach would play the drums, and Travis would sing.
Yeah, I would sing. That was my thing.
It was always great because I couldn't fuck up to play this game. And it was great.
The funny thing was, I remember when me and Stasi were playing one of those games, and you were singing, and it was in this one song, and you're like, you sang about half the damn song, and there the solo comes on, and you're like, wait, is this Steely Dan?
Yeah. Dude, I was so blitzed.
And then we were playing,
I would get so high.
We were playing Under Pressure, and I was doing that fucking bass intro, do, and you're like, yo, check it.
Yeah. I thought the microphone was the best addition because I would
You
sit
can
there.
hear yourself on the fucking.
And it was always great when it was time for the person singing, like Travis, when it was time for him to do his power up to make the rock
like,
thing, he goes, or he'd go like, noise. Just make the things that make noise.
Yeah, you
And you didn't even have to sing, you could actually go, it would just register.
Was it the first one you had cowbell moments on the?
Yeah, you could
you
smack
just sit
on
there.
the cymbal, it'd be like a tambourine or
Travis
cowbell.
was just like, buck, 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 buck.
See, what was funny was like with the microphone, I was like, okay, these drums, they're annoying as shit, but I could be more annoying on the microphone.
Especially during the between songs, you can still talk in a microphone. It's the speakers and
Yes,
Travis
I would
when he's
just be
talking.
sitting there. I would just
He
be
would
sitting
say
there.
some like vile racist stuff.
I would just be sitting there. I would take a hit of the J, and I would be like, just
Penis!
talking, dude. I would just be like, hey y'all, at work today, blah blah blah, and it would be coming through the TV.
Then you would be trying to hype the crowd.
Yeah, I remember that. You gotta hype the crowd, and I'd be like, yo, motherfuckers, yo, bitches.
No, you wouldn't have to do it in the game. You would just purposely do it, just for fun. Like, yo, we're gonna play a song for you guys tonight.
And see, that's what made it really fun having little parties on the weekend, coming over and just playing Rock Band or Guitar Hero.
The Rock Band was the better one.
It really was.
It was
man.
the superior one.
And then
but after
like,
World
they had
Tour,
better
when
ideas.
they started coming out with those World Tour games, and it was played
Guitar
out.
Hero just became way too gimmicky, whereas Rock Band sort of knew what the people wanted. Just a fucking cool little rhythm.
Yeah, every
game.
now and then come out with a new game that has new mechanics.
Yeah, they have the Beatles
but then
version.
have the fucking download songs.
Like you were getting more downloaded
Yeah.
songs
You were getting
than
down, like,
Guitar Hero would ever.
You were getting
do.
fucking 10 songs a week.
Mm-hmm.
And I liked that Rock Band allowed you to import the Rock Band 1 to 2, then 3 allowed you to bring Rock Band 1 and 2 into it, and then World Tour brought all of them back. So you had this massive track list, and then of course the amount of games, the songs you can just download from
World
the web.
Tour was Guitar Hero.
Well, Rock Band had one also. It was I can't remember if it was World Tour. It was
I know
It was
they
the
had a
last
Lego
Rock
Rock
Band
Band. They had a Lego Rock Band.
yeah.
Oh my god.
They had a Rock Band. They had Beatles Rock Band.
It was funny because
Beatles Rock Band was awesome.
that was amazing.
That one. It was
If
cool,
I could just
man.
not play that and just watch it.
Yeah, dude.
that
I was sitting there watching y'all play it, and I was
You play as the Fab
I was
Four.
I was smoking the bong, and like we're watching it, and there's like the first several sets of Beatles. It was just them, old school Beatles, and then when it finally got to Yellow Submarine, I was like, yeah, time to do drugs. Oh yeah, that was.
I
some
remember
cool
the whole
looking
time we were
shit.
playing it, it was like 2 hours, and we're like, come on, man. It's time for them to stop touring and do some drugs.
Yeah,
I want to
man.
hear the cool shit.
Yeah, seriously. That was a fun fucking game to watch. See, that was at a point where I was done playing them. I just would get high
But
and listen to the
you
music.
did the vocals on the Beatles.
Yeah, I did.
Because I remember you were sitting there, you were singing A Little Help from My Friends. Or no, It's Getting Better, and you're like, is he talking about beating his girl? Whoa! Like, you were singing the song, and then that lyric came up, and you're like, really?
Because well,
That
I was
is
able,
awesome.
like I see the lyrics for the first time now. Like, oh, wow.
Because I remember, you didn't even have to actually say the lyrics. You
You
just
can
had
just
to
make
match
noise.
the tone.
You can
Yeah.
like, oh,
And then you would do the 3-part harmonies on one player, so it didn't matter what tone you were
Yeah,
doing.
yeah.
As long as you matched one of them,
well, see,
it was good.
I was playing the last Rock Band one. I was getting for the achievements, and one of them we had to have like on expert on vocals. Like, man, this shit is hard. So all I did was I went into the settings, turned all of the instruments down except for the microphone, and I let the singer just sing through the microphone. I just put the speaker to the speaker.
Yeah.
It worked great. I was like, sweet.
Awesome. And so, there's that, in the Guitar Hero, one of their gimmicks was that music studio, and you'd be able to create songs in there and put them
that thing
online
sucked
for people
so
to play.
bad.
That was bad. I didn't like it at all.
I tried it, and we tried using it, and it was just so hard
I
to
could not
make anything.
figure it
out.
Because you could, we gotta go through the listings. Like, I want to do this in this key, and this
And
button
this
that.
scale, this button does
And then the
this
timing
note.
has to be perfect because you have to, you gotta give enough time between. So if you screw that,
Yeah, it was
just
shitty.
horrendous.
I was like, I got a studio in the back room
Yeah.
of this house.
But I
Fuck
thought
this
I had
game.
an idea. It was like we've still been talking about this, and we're gonna do this video game album.
Oh yeah.
And at that time, I was like, we have to do a Guitar Hero song. and we have to use Guitar Hero instruments to record this song, and that's not gonna happen.
Well, see, it was cool, like with Rock Band. Well, I'm pretty sure you did with the Guitar Hero drums, but like Rock Band drums, you were able to hook them up to your computer and play them.
Yeah.
Use them as a MIDI drum, a MIDI drum set.
Well, yeah, you can do that. There was a practice mode in Guitar Hero and the Rock Band games for the drums.
Well,
but-
so that was one thing that, well, what they were saying with the Rock Band drums when they were designing them, they designed it as an actual standalone digital drum set you can hook up to a MIDI player and use.
So that's cool.
And then that was the thing about Rock Band that made them the better one. They had better ideas. They knew what the people wanted. And then when Part 3 came out, they gave you a keyboard.
Yeah, and I have yet to.
I used it.
Wanted to play it.
I paid like $70 for the damn keyboard. We rented it. It was like we rented it from Best Buy. It was. I got it because we were trying to get her parents because they had all these people. Like, sweet, I have all these people. Let's play this. Nobody ever wanted to do anything. I tried the keyboard, and it was just lame. It was like an '80s keyboard, keytar.
Well, you can also hook up a keyboard like that, the Casio, to it.
Casio, really?
Yeah, you didn't have to have that one, but
But
it's all right.
Big C said that he saw a friend of his play it on a PS3, and he said it was cool as shit because it was like this dude had this like fucking huge ass keyboard
on the screen. Yeah,
like he was playing this big keyboard that was actually on the game. He was actually learning songs.
Yeah, it
Pretty cool.
did
Eventually-
teach you the keys.
Because you can play it like normal Guitar Hero style through your fucking easy to your expert.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's also Pro mode.
Pro mode,
That
yeah.
teaches you the keys and all that shit.
Okay.
And the finger placements and all that shit.
Because on that last Rock Band that came out because Starla originally bought the guitar for me for Christmas. She was waiting for it to be shipped. And they were coming out with it had a Fender.
Yeah.
Fender Squire. Because there was two of them. There was the
There was
Mustang.
the-
Well,
yeah.
the Mustang one, it had like all these buttons.
It
on
had like 132 buttons.
But they were
or some
also
shit.
they also
Every
had,
fret or every note was a button, and then it had 6 strings
yeah.
just at the bottom to strum.
But then they also had it was a Fender Squire, and it was a real guitar that it was kind of modified so you can plug it in
Yeah,
and play
it had Xbox buttons on
It
it.
had Xbox buttons on it. And it was supposed to be really cool. I'm glad I never got it because it was one of the biggest flops of all time.
Oh, really?
It was horrendously because one, it was just cheaply made. It was crappy. Because I was glad because she got it for Christmas, and then something happened. They needed the money. I told her just cancel the order and use that money to help pay for her mom and stuff. So I never got my guitar. I still had the game because I used the regular guitar it came with. But then eventually, I started solving because I think it was Dave. Is it Dave Mustaine that was doing the Rocksmith commercials and everything?
Maybe.
I think it was Dave Mustaine was doing it. I was like, Rocksmith is pretty cool because originally it was called Guitar Uprising. That's what it was going to be originally entitled. And then when I saw Rocksmith, and they said, "Yeah, use a real guitar. You just plug it in with the
Yeah, I
tone
remember-
cable."
I
And
remember-
actually,
No. There was that. What was it? Power Gig Uprising, Guitar Uprising.
Yeah, that's what that was.
Yeah,
Power
and
Gig.
it never saw a light of day.
Played, yeah, it did. It came out and it played like Guitar Hero with a real guitar. It didn't teach you shit. Like it had 2 chords in every song.
And
That's gay.
then we
Yeah,
had
I
the
never got
copycats like that one, and then the Konami game.
Yeah, what was that?
Ugh.
Rock Revolution.
Rock Revolution.
God.
That had this drum set.
If you thought Beatmania was bad,
Dude, the
Oh
drum
my
set
God.
that came out with Rock Revolution had like 8 maybe 12 pads
damn.
and a drum
Foot
pedal, and then they didn't come out with a guitar because they were like, well, you should own a guitar by now. Like, really, dude? You really hope that they're gonna buy this game based on your drum set?
Oh my god.
And they failed.
Konami is one of those companies that they have just a couple good games.
And see, at that time, that was when everyone was doing the licensed songs.
Yeah.
All of these were cover songs, and it just felt like pre-Guitar Hero.
Yeah. They were just
first
late.
Guitar Hero.
The only reason I got it was because it was $3 brand new at GameStop. And it was like, hell, I'll get some achievements in this for a minute. And then I played it, and I was like, nope.
Now, speaking of the cover versions, on those first 2 Guitar Hero games, there were some really shitty covers and some really good
I was
ones.
glad that it wasn't a cover version of that fucking Primus song.
Did you ever?
I'm glad that was the
Did
original.
you ever watch any of the behind the scenes
Yeah, the
videos?
behind-
Yeah,
they
those
were
were great.
Those guys actually really worked hard because they
Yeah.
actually had to key. They had to play all the music. They listened to the music. They had to play it
Yeah.
themselves because
that was some of the best stuff about that game was watching those dudes hanging out in the
Yeah.
studio and just playing some rockin' songs. But I'll tell you, the cover I hated the most was the cover of "Killing in the Name of" by Rage Against the Machine, because number one, all right, the song, he says "fuck you, I won't do what you tell me." Well, they fucked that up so bad. They just changed the words to "oh, I'm out of control, do what you tell me," and I'm like, really? That changes the entire meaning of that fucking lyric. And so there's a whole bunch of Rage songs that I like a lot more than "Killing in the Name of," that to me you wouldn't have to change the lyrics to and ruin the fucking song.
That's why I liked Rock Band, because Rock Band, if there was cussing in it, they just didn't say it. It would just be a blank spot. And because like they did a lot of Disturbed songs of the part when he was talking, the section where he's talking about killing his mommy. They just didn't. He wouldn't say the cuss words in it.
Oh, okay.
They're at least because I hate it when they change the cuss. I'd rather you not say anything.
Yeah, because could you imagine Korn's "If Y'all Want a Single" on a Rock
Y'all
Band
want to
game?
sing? We'll say, hey, yeah.
Hey,
No.
yeah.
Or it'd be
hey,
the
yeah.
Rock 103 version where they cut that section and splice back together. So y'all want to sing? Oh, hey, yeah. I hate when they do that.
Yeah, and it just ruins the flow.
Or
of the
oh my
song.
god, or the System of the Down BYOB when
Yeah.
they just butchered that song when they cut out the cuss part. Like, oh man,
When is he cussing that song? Where's that part at? Everybody go to the party, have a real good time.
it's that little fast section.
Oh,
that little I think the bridge.
Support? Da 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 da. With pointed heel. That's a fucking awesome.
And
Let's
then,
see.
pretty much, I don't remember jack shit about Guitar Hero 5. I don't.
That was the one where you can play with the avatar.
Yeah, that was one that had avatars.
See, I don't remember nothing about that.
Because we were playing it, you're using what's his name from Smashing Pumpkins,
Billy Corgan.
Billy Corgan.
Yeah, it had fucking.
He was like bald and had like a big skirt on.
Yeah, it was the it looked like a mixture between the Adore Smashing Pumpkins and Melancholy and the Infinite Sadness, and it was like I was like, all right, it's Billy Corgan Jesus.
And it was kind of cool if you got them to sing their own songs, but when they sung other band songs, it was just weird.
Yeah, there was like you can have
When you
Johnny
had-
Cash
yeah.
singing goddamn Beastie Boys songs. It's just no.
And see, that was the best thing with rock. I don't know if the previous rock bands did. I know the last one that came out with I played, because I think it was like the one where you had to go on tour with it. Was that whenever you played a song with a female singer, you wouldn't still have your male singer trying. If you played guitar, the male singer wouldn't be up there singing the female part. It would be a female stand-in singer.
They would.
That was smart enough, 'cause that was like because previous Guitar Hero games and Rock Band games, it'd still be that one guy. He's over there singing a female lead. I'm like, wow, this is just weird.
Yeah, I remember what I liked about Rock Band was they didn't have characters for you to choose.
You had to create your character.
Yeah, that's what's cool because you
But
can
then
actually make
there-
it look like you if you wanted to.
Yeah, or you can just make your own band of weird-looking people.
Yeah.
And
then Guitar Hero copied it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Guitar Hero just
yeah.
started copying Rock Band after
That's
Rock
And
really
Band.
what happened.
they used the create a character engine from Tony Hawk, and it was just like, no, all of these haircut styles are all punk and
Yeah, it's
skater
like
styles and shit. And then you throw in your goth and your rock and your grunge.
I did have Guitar Hero World Tour. I got it for Christmas when I was with my ex, and I did play it because it was kind of cool. 'Cause they had Korn. That's when they started having Korn and Metallica in it. I was like, oh, that's kind of cool, playing some Korn and Metallica in it. But it still, it still sucked because the controller still sucked, and it was a complete and blatant rip-off of Rock Band 2.
Now I'll tell you, Rue, I remember when we played Guitar Hero Aerosmith. It kind of tried to follow their career.
Their careers. That's what it was billed as doing.
That's what pissed me off about the Van Halen one was because it didn't do that.
Yeah.
I was like, why
Metallica didn't. Well, I want to say it did, but I don't remember.
I don't remember shit about it. After 4, I'm completely
I don't
blank.
even really remember if it had the other bass players in it.
So it just had old.
I don't know. I don't remember.
I don't remember.
Like I remember it started at an old concert or some shit, and you're playing one like From Home the Bell Tolls or some shit.
That's really like the only two biggest, because we're staying on Rock Band Guitar Hero. Because there's other stuff too. I mean, of course,
No, man. Y'all know what you're talking about. Fucking Donkey Konga, man.
Yeah.
Donkey Kong. Yeah, that's when it came out with the little two bongos.
Yeah,
that thing that thing flopped so fast.
No, man, there was like 2 or 3 sequels of that shit.
They all flopped pretty.
It's only on Nintendo. That's why it flopped.
Yeah, I never. I
saw that.
Had a
I just
Nintendo
knew it was a
since 64.
joke. I saw that. So I heard it was so horribly bad. Like the timing was terrible on it. You could hit it and it still wouldn't.
There's only 2 things to do.
Jesus.
How is
Christ.
this rhythm? This is worse than Simon.
And of course, then you got your plethora of like the dance ones. I mean, there's tons of the dance ones. You got like now you got Just Dance 1, 2, 3.
Nowadays
and all
that's
this.
just turned into the fucking. That's just turned into.
That's replaced like those games
camera
replaced.
Games.
They replaced the Guitar Hero games and the
because that's what Harmonix is doing now. They're doing the dance game.
I'm hoping they release a next generation Rocksmith. I'm really hoping
they gotta do that.
Yeah,
because
Rocksmith is the logical next step for those kinds of games.
It's fucking amazing.
Yeah, it's for people,
Rocksmith blows my mind.
Because it was so great because it's like everyone playing these things like, wow, this almost kind of teaches you the rhythm of how to play guitar. Well, because if you put on experts, some of them get pretty fucking technical. And then, when I remember I saw Rocksmith come out, I was like, I gotta have it. And that's what Starlight got me for my birthday. We drove all the way to Auburn.
It was kind of hard to find that game when it first came out.
Yeah, it was.
I went to a few different stores when I got it. I'm like, God damn it.
Because I was looking online, GameStop had one it came with, because you guys got the guitar sitting over there. It came with the Les Paul Jr. guitar, and it was $199. And you get the game and the controller, and you get the game, the guitar, and the cable. The game is $60, so $200. That's $140 for a Les Paul Jr.
Well, the game and the cable is like $80.
Yeah, so that's $120 for a Les Paul Jr.
That ain't bad, really.
And it's actually a really. I played it through Guitar Amps. It's a great sound. It's only got one single pickup, but it's a good basic guitar. And because we drove all the way, I searched and searched, and I found all the game. I finally found a GameStop said it was an offer. So it's got a limited stock. Call it in advance to see if we have it. So I called them up and they said, yeah, we got one in stock. They're like, put it behind the counter. Can you hold it for me? Like, well, we can hold it for like a little while. Got off work, booked it down there. Started like, all right, this is your Christmas present. Yes! That game is fucking amazing. And then I loved it. It had problems though when it first came out.
Yeah, it was very buggy.
It wasn't so much it was buggy. It was like, you know how like you can play a game or when you play guitar, you can play a note here, or you can play like, try to spread your fucking finger and try to get this two, but you can do the same thing, but just getting these two like simpler this way. They didn't simplify it yet. They literally had like where the next, like you play a note up here, and the next note's down here, and you have to go down here and then come back, or you can just say fuck down here, and just put your finger up here.
There was an update to fix that.
Well, Rocksmith 2 fixed that.
No, in part 1 they fixed that, because if you're playing an A note over here, you can also play it opened.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That game.
And that was one of the that was my only complaint. But even then, you didn't have to even fix it. I mean, you can still play it because the game didn't register where you played. It just it's like you're playing.
Hell, sometimes
the game was just a built-in guitar tuner. And it just tells.
Yeah.
So that's all it was. It was just a built-in guitar tuner.
In a way, some of the it's hilarious how it picks up shit, because
it does. Yeah.
You'll see and you'll like, there's no way I made that chord. Like, you'll see this chord pattern and it has this, like, cramping fucking shit that you're like, I know I didn't make that, but it registered, so I'm good.
Well, like, if you play it through an amp, you'd hear, like, this, like, you know you're touching it, but if you play it, it's like, but that thing still registered because you still hit a note, but it didn't ring out the guitar because you're still...
Sometimes, as long as you hit the root note,
it's
fine.
Which, even in real life, that works. If you can get the root note, when you're playing a lot of music, nobody's gonna fucking sit there. There was a lot of songs I started playing on there, and when it showed, as you progressed and it got more advanced and showed them, I was like, holy shit! Some of these songs got like number 13 by Red Fang. You don't hear half these damn notes. Or one I thought was an easy song was Symphony of Destruction. That one's got a lot of fucking notes you really can't even hear. That were just so fastly played.
Yeah, when I was watching Zach play Jeremy.
Oh yeah,
from
Jeremy.
Smashing Pumpkins. I was like, damn.
Smashing Pumpkins.
You mean
I mean,
Pearl Jam,
Jam,
man.
Pearl
Yeah.
Jam. God damn it! I was like, damn. You know this actually looks a lot more complicated than it sounds.
It does. You're like, holy shit, where are these notes coming from? And then when you
And
now
that
when you
was
play,
probably the first time you ever seen me play something complicated.
Yeah, I was like, that's.
but it's
that's
cool because
pretty
then you start watching like me, like wow. So then it was really great because there were some songs in there that were just ridiculously so easy.
Oh no! We need a towel.
I was more worried about
Bring a
getting a
towel.
Don't forget to bring a towel.
plugged in.
Corey, give me your shirt.
Thank God, I thought that was plugged in.
Yeah. So whoa.
Careful, Travis.
Almost got you falling down.
This is hardwood. What was it? Scars on Broadway. I love that one. So I can play it on.
That's not on the Rocksmith, is it? I know they got
They had it on the Rock Band
they
one.
got Hypnotized.
They had it on Rock Band one, and what's really cool on the Rock Band, Scars on Broadway, that song on on Rock Band, the way you play it on there is that almost it's identical how you play it on the real guitar. It's just so basically easy.
Can you knock over your damn water?
Hey, I still got some.
But what I like when I first got Rocksmith, I played it, and then it just started aggravating me because it made me realize how much I suck at guitar.
It does, but then the more you play it,
Yeah, the more you
better
play it,
and
you
better
like
and
got
better.
really better, and I'm like, I spent a few days trying to learn this fucking Black Keys song, and I'm like, son of a bitch, why is it so hard?
Yeah, that's.
I will say, man, after you started playing that game, man, your skills have jumped up through the roof.
I bet.
Yeah,
But,
and what's really
like,
cool,
I played
though-
the shit out of that game. I still play it.
It's when you play it, because you'll practice the same song over and over and over until you memorize it. Because that's how
Or if
you have
it's
to
like a
memorize these
song that
songs.
you'll go through this list of songs and you'll play something, then you'll find a favorite, and you'll be stuck on that for a while. Like right now, I'm playing through all the Cake songs
Yeah.
that came out this week, and I'm probably going to be playing those for a while.
That's why I'm sad. I don't have a 360 anymore, so I can't play it. I still have the two games.
I
I still have both games, a cable and
What
my
is
guitar.
funny
and
is
don't
I
have a console to play
recently
on.
sold a bunch of fucking PlayStation games that I had accumulated when my ex was around, because those were all the games that she wanted to play. So when I traded those in, I was looking at Rocksmith 1 on Xbox. I have no reason to hold on to this shit, because all the songs imported to Part 2.
Well, not all of them. Most of them.
No, all of them did.
There was like,
every one of those songs, just maybe like a different arrangement, like on guitar.
because I could have swore there was one song that I.
No, what is it? Star Spangled Banner didn't import, but everything else did. Every other song in that game imported. But I had no reason to hold on to Rocksmith 1. But when I had my stack of games I was gonna sell. I was looking at it like, no, I won't hold on to it. Because in a way, it's like, that motherfucker sparked my interest in learning more music. It fucking educated me. Like, I was getting bored with it. With fucking playing instruments and shit. I was just getting so bored with it. And then I picked that up, and it was just like a newfound spark. Was like, holy.
Well, yeah, it's like, because a lot of times when you play, you're playing by yourself, and then that's just you. There's nothing else. That game, you got an entire band playing with you.
And you're learning.
And then when the second one came out, it was even better, because now, if you stop playing, the band
that's my favorite thing
keeps
about
playing.
it.
You don't hear no guitar playing. It doesn't fill in anything. You're not playing. You don't hear no guitar.
My
or if you
favorite
don't play
thing
bass.
is that it teaches people, and you're gonna have a whole generation of guitar players who first learned how to play guitar through Rocksmith now.
Yeah, well, 'cause they had the whole, was it the 40-day challenge?
60-day
60-day challenge. It came out with, he said, people pick this game up, and in 60 days you can play it. You can
If you
can play a basic guitar,
right,
no problem.
if you do it right, you'll be able to fucking learn something.
Yeah.
And a lot of people were complaining about it, and I'm like, well, you probably didn't follow it. Like, it says, take like at least an hour or 2 hours a day to play, sharpen up your skills or whatever. If you do something that long for 60 days,
I still
you
haven't
better be
beat
fucking
the.
good at it.
I still haven't finished the tour on the second one. I mean, I've gotten so far. That the points get so much. You have to have such long set lists.
What's
and
the tour?
where the career mode.
There is no career mode.
Well, I mean, it sort of is a career mode. You have to keep unlocking and.
Oh, unlocking shit. Yeah,
it's sort of a career thing. It's just you're building up points. You have to take all the songs and play them.
Yeah, you play every song and then you play them. You have like challenges for each song. It'll say play this section or get this score on it. Get like 100% or play 200% of this song. Play it on master mode or some shit.
I finished a couple master modes. I did I was able to do the Cherub Rock. I can do the Smashing Pumpkin ones without. I can play it without the scrolling. It will not. You can set when you get master mode. There's nothing on the screen. You just play the song, which comes where you have to memorize the song. I can do.
But it'll go away if you start fucking it up. It'll come back.
It'll come back so you can see where you.
That's pretty cool. See that is the next evolution, and I really like. My favorite thing about it was Dawn of the Corded.
Yes. Mini games.
And great. Then on the new one, it felt like
I like the jam part on the new one.
Yeah,
that's great because that's actually
mode.
That's great because that's actually a session mode where the computer is actually smart enough to play a real fucking music with you, and it sounds great. That's why I figured Travis would love it because he can just do his solo all damn day long.
There was one night when me and Travis were jamming on Rocksmith.
Yeah.
We put 2 guitars into it, or a bass and a guitar, and we're fucking jamming in the studio.
That was pretty cool. And I like the Dawn of the Corded that's on Rocksmith 2, where it's like
It was Return to Castle Corded.
Return to Castle Corded.
That was fucking cool as shit.
Shooting zombies. And
that was cool.
It had
It was like an on-rail shooter, but you
had to play the chord. You had to play the chord.
Yeah, that's some fun shit, man.
The mini games in that one was really smart.
And strangely enough, it's not still isn't a very popular game.
What was the one, the scale one, where it's like the fucking police car chasing you?
Yeah.
Oh,
like that was great. That was really good.
I don't remember the names of them. I played them all because I finished because they had to get gold on them, get achievements for it. Yeah, that was great. You had to dodge the obstacles and all that other shit.
Yeah, that's a game that is like it's more of like a well-kept secret amongst the musician and gaming community.
But in a way, Part 2
was the more popular one.
It is, because like
everyone who played the first one came out.
I was hoping that they would do something else. That this game sold enough to where they would do.
That's what I was worried.
They went back and fixed all the problems.
Every 2 weeks they would release new download content.
Yep.
And I was like hoping, okay, if there's still,
releasing content.
If they're still releasing content, there's got to be some kind of interest in this game.
Yeah, the amount of music content for those 2 games is massive. It's much bigger than Rock Band already because they were releasing it when Rocksmith first came out. It was every week. Every week they were releasing a new song.
Rocksmith? No, it was always every 2 weeks, and now it's every week.
What was it?
Every week now, they release like 3 to 5 songs every week now, and it's usually just one band.
Yeah, they'll pick a band. And
Here recently, they've been doing stuff that's not on the bands that are already on the game. You'll get like Spin Doctors and Everclear,
Badass.
311.
Badass.
But
get your 3 Doors Down.
Shit, I did stop
Kryptonite.
playing it for a while because it was just guitars and there was a bunch of songs that like I didn't have internet, so the songs that were on the game were just getting boring.
Did you do any of the singing on any of it?
No.
Yeah, you can actually hook a microphone up and sing.
Yeah, I know, but I didn't have a microphone. But
yeah, you just hook up a Rock Band microphone to it.
Then
any USB microphone.
they came out with the bass expansion for Part 1. I'm like, holy shit, you can play every song with the bass now? That shit, dude, I went through every song again and again and again, and it just made me want to play that game more.
And that's what made you want to play bass more now.
Fuck yeah. But before that, it was like, I had always wanted to play bass, but I didn't feel like I was good enough to go around people and hold the bass and play it and shit. But when I started playing all those songs on there, I was like, I understand this instrument.
Yeah.
This instrument talks to me.
That's why I like Rocksmith 2. When it came out, it added all these different tunings.
Yes.
Because the first one only had 2 tunings, either standard or drop D.
Well, there was drop D with a drop C too.
Yeah, that's all they had. This one, I mean, their tunings, they had like a lot of System of a Down music on there. Theirs, it'll be D standard, but then like half step down. they'd have like these, or they'd be like E standard, but then it's like half step on these two chords. It has all these weird ass tunings.
They have tunings for everything.
They have every kind of tuning
awesome.
possible thing, and it has a built-in guitar tuner now. So now you can actually.
It tunes better
It tunes a
now
lot
than it did on release. Like, I got it the day it came out, and that shit would not tune for fuck. And it's had like a couple updates since
Yeah.
then, so it is working perfect right now.
They're having problems where it wasn't like it wouldn't register harmonics quite right.
Yeah.
Or you'd hit it and you can hear it in the game
But
playing, and it never registered.
What is really cool is like songs that you would play on the first game. If you'd imported them to the second one, they play different. Like, there's a lot of stuff that you heard, and you're like, I want to play that. So you would immediately, when fucking training yourself to listen and play by ear.
Yeah.
So if you're watching this and you learn how to play, and you already know how to play by ear, you hear something, you're like, I'm just gonna go ahead and play that note anyway.
Oh, I
and
love
this one, they actually added that note because it's like, that is fucking there. So they added the more.
I like the fact that they
different
added a setting in the options where you can, because before when you start a new song, you have to start from the easiest part, where it's like, if you'd be like one, ding, ding, like you play this one, and it's like, it's horrendous. You're like, they're playing 15 notes, you're only playing one of them. But now the second one, it allowed you to automatically, you can set it to where it's already at like 80% or maxed out. So that way, because like, it's nothing worse when you hear it.
It took forever to fucking master a song on the first game.
Yeah.
No matter how good you were,
You had to play it a lot of times to get
yeah, you would have to play it a lot of times, or you would have to go into
the training, the practice mode.
Yeah, the practice mode or whatever,
playing it
or
over
what
and
it
over
is
and
called
over.
now, where it's like you just press that one button while you're in the song, and you can fucking do it just
You can
like
just
that.
switch it all the way up to
Man,
master.
everything was in menus and shit.
Damn.
In the first game, it was hard to navigate that shit.
I mean, it literally was a basic guitar training game.
It was, and this one's just more user friendly, and it's just like, okay, I want to play this song at this speed on master mode, so you can just press B when the song is loaded and just fucking tweak the shit.
All
I
right.
know the Metallica songs were some of the hardest ones to play. Was it Metallica?
No, Metallica's not on there.
What was there? There was one that was really fucking hard to play. It was a metal song.
A metal song on the first game.
And I had to practice.
The only metal song I can remember is Red Fang.
Nah, Red Fang was easy to play.
Yeah, that was easy. Doom 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 doom.
Stoner metal is pretty easy.
Yeah.
I'm a bit tired.
We're still recording.
Does your Rocksmith 2 still freeze and shit?
It would freeze when I was online for some reason, and I would take it offline and it wouldn't do it. And then I was going in and trying out different. That's one thing I really love about it is you have fucking every different guitar pedal imaginable, and you can just hook up and make different sounds for days.
See, that's something I need so bad for this studio is actual guitar pedals, because I got that one effects pedal and I'm bored with that thing. I need to buy some actual separate pedals.
That was one of my favorite things in the new Rocksmith is how you can completely build an entire. You got your preamp, amp, your speaker setup, the cabinet setup, the cab, loop, everything. I'm like, oh my god, there's just so much shit. I didn't even mess with it. I'm like, I'm just gonna pick this band.
With it.
I made my custom ones, but I'm mainly just like, I found the Queens of the Stone Age one. Like, I like this where they wear the pedal. I just import their pedal setup and I tweak it. That one had really the greatest pedal
is
setup.
you can have 4 different pedals
Exactly.
on your thumbstick, up, down, left, right,
Sweet.
and you can just switch it during the song.
Sweet.
So it's not like you're
'Cause
playing,
I need
a
to-
heavy metal song and all of a sudden you drop it down to a nice acoustic sound.
I need to get a fucking pedal board and shit. I need to. That's like some of the next musician shit I need to start buying is some fucking pedals.
Sucks. I gave away all my pedals a long time ago.
But no, here recently, Rocksmith has just been playing pretty smoothly.
That's
You know,
good.
I don't really play guitar much on there. I'm really more of a basser on there, but I will pick up guitar every now and then.
I tried to play the bass. I didn't have a bass. They wanted me. I had to.
Yeah, you
switch
have
it to
emulated
and it
bass
just didn't. It
on
was so
guitar.
horrible.
Yeah,
I'm like,
It's just you don't get the tone that you want.
It
doesn't
sounds
feel
like
right.
you're playing a digital bass with a guitar.
Because you have the fucking guitar strings, and it's like, okay, I want this to be fatter. I really do.
Wow.
It's just like you're not getting the feeling of playing a bass.
Yeah, because you can even feel it in your hand when you strum it. When you strum that fucking open, on a bass, you can feel that vibration. You know you're playing a bass. On a guitar, it just don't feel right.
And then you
didn't
know
even
it's just
try
like
it.
I play with my fingers.
Yeah,
And
he walks
then,
that
then
shit.
around.
He walks it.
Then I'll start playing with my third finger if it gets faster with a gallop or something. I can't do that if it's like emulated bass on guitar.
No.
It's like it's harder to walk because there's not a gap in between those four strings.
Yeah.
Nope. That'd be cool if they had some corn on there. That'd be just be
They
something.
will probably eventually put some corn on there,
thing is,
and I
if you-
guarantee you it would be like Freak on a Leash.
Well, see, it'd be kind of hard because
would be
he
on
plays
there.
with a 7-string guitar.
Yeah, so you'd have to.
That's where the problem is.
That's one
there are
thing.
some bands that play with unique instruments. You can't.
On
you're not
Wonderwall, it's funny because you'll tune your guitar and then it says, "Now put your capo on."
yeah.
It's like, what?
Yeah, that's right.
That's
I
like
forgot
the
about
only
that.
fucking song, and it's like that's
It
cool
requires
as
using
shit.
an extra piece of
Like,
equipment.
Wow.
Hell yeah.
Which
You
you know,
need a capo for that song.
They could come out with one where it says to play this you need a 7-string instrument, or you need a 5-string bass.
That would be awesome.
The bass would be awesome on Korn. For
Yeah, they
placing
need to
that
put-
slap
they
bass.
need to put
that'd be
Primus
awesome.
on
Oh,
Bucks.
some Primus on there.
Yes.
Make you
That'd
play
be some next
6-string
level
bass.
They
bass.
need
shit right
Primus and Buckethead.
Buckethead.
But yeah,
But yeah,
so,
that's probably why they're not putting fucking Buckethead on Rocksmith. It's because
Yeah.
no one would be able to play it.
alright, so what are some other fucking rhythm games?
Green Day had one.
Well,
Green Day Rock Band.
that was a
I
Rock
didn't see
Band
that.
edition.
I didn't see Green Day
I
Rock
got it
Band.
just because I'm a fan.
Was it
Whatever.
any good?
No. I mean, the thing that they tried drawing people in with that one is that it had 3 full albums on it, and that was a lie because they had 2 full albums with 4 songs missing from 21st Century Breakdown, which were downloadable.
Oh,
You fucking assholes.
Oh, what a lie.
Well, there's
What
Brutal Legends.
Yeah, Brutal Legend, alright.
Legend,
Brutal
yeah.
Legend is a game that it's a mixture between open world, tower defense, and rhythm-based guitar
What was
game
rhythm-based guitar?
shit. Let's say you're playing your tower defense moment, or during the game you would learn these guitar solos, and
So was it like the fucking Ocarina in Zelda?
sort of, basically, he would pull his guitar out, and and then you'd have to
Little
hit,
bars.
you'd have to hit the buttons when they came in through. And what was cool was pretty much like Ocarina is some of the solos would give you like armor, some of them would make you more powerful, some
it's an
solos
awesome
would make
game.
some solos would make your tower defense people stronger. And it might make the other
That was Tim
people
Schafer,
weaker.
wasn't it?
Yeah, Tim Schafer. That was
He makes some badass games.
yeah, that was an
He did
amazing
Psychonauts,
game.
and that
yeah,
game was fucking
Psychonauts,
amazing.
Grim Fandango. Tim Schafer is like one of the coolest and most imaginative game developers out there right
Like
now.
Psychonauts felt like Zelda if it was made by Tim Burton.
Yeah,
I swear to God.
seriously, and I love on Brutal Legend, man. You can upgrade your car, and when you get enough shit to upgrade your car, it's Ozzy Osbourne at the car shop.
Yeah, he's the upgrade guy.
Yeah, that shit was cool as hell. And then the music in that game, I was expecting it to be more, Jack Black
What was
friendly
funny
kind of
is
metal.
it had more songs in that game than all the Rock Band games did.
Yeah, I was like, holy
It had
shit.
over 100 songs. And it's like you can fit this much songs on a game that already has this full game you're playing. That's not like how hard is it to program tapping and bullshit?
Yeah.
And a pre-rendered.
They weren't having to also input drums, vocals, and bass.
There
it was
was,
just guitar.
Your first big bad guy was like this hair metal dude, this fucking glam metal guy, and then once you get rid of him, it's you start fighting the emos and shit. It was pretty goddamn cool.
I think we need to dust that off the shelf. And
Yeah,
give that a whirl.
I need to check that game out again because that was an imaginative game.
Fable games. Loot Hero.
Well, yeah.
The Loot Hero. You remember that shit? Then on the final one, they had Loot Hero World Tour achievement.
Yeah, you had
That was
basically basically in Fable you had these.
little jobs.
You
did.
could
And one was
be
playing
like,
Loot.
okay, I want this town to like me, so you can flex your muscles, or you can do a hero pose, and people would come and be like, oh, I like this guy. But if you pulled out your lute, you'd have to hit the buttons at the right time, and he'd play a little lute song, and yeah, that's about
I mean, it's just funny as fuck.
Yeah.
They called it the Loot. The achievement was a Loot
Yeah.
Hero World Tour.
Yeah, and
They're
then
making fun of Guitar Hero.
talking about rhythm games, Steambot Chronicles. Do you remember that shit?
I remember you talking about.
Yeah, I've
I
never played
loved-
Steambot. Wait a minute, yeah, I watched you play it. I remember
You driving in the mech.
Yeah, 'cause that was cool as fuck. I remember
You
you
could
hopped
buy-
out the mechs and all that
Yeah,
shit.
dude. That was an amazing game to me. And then you can buy guitars, harmonicas, drums, and you can have your characters boost on the streets to make some cash. And that was a really cool part of the game. Yeah, Steambot. They need to make a Steambot Chronicles 2. God damn it, that game was great. Come on, Atlas. Steambot Chronicles 2. But I mean, those are more than just rhythm games.
Do you
I mean,
remember the Simpsons game had a little joke for Guitar Hero, Sitar Hero?
Yeah, I remember Sitar Hero.
Yeah.
That would have been cool.
Sitar
Yeah.
Hero.
As far as other things, I mean, you have your plethora of the dance games and DDR. You know, then you got, of course, there was
And
Drummania that came out.
I
We
loved
were talking about earlier.
DDR because you could burn some serious calories playing that game.
Yeah, and it tells you how many calories. There was one that had
Well,
a
see,
calorie
that's the
counter.
thing. Like right now, that's all you do with Connect.
Yeah, it's just a Connect thing now. I mean,
Like Connect, any game you play in Connect, you're burning from fucking calories.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
kind of neat. I played. It's just. I like that. We played a few of them before, and the music just—it's that pop rock. Like
yeah, I know. It's just
hip-hop
disappointing.
music.
I don't want to
Yeah.
hear this shit.
See, like the DDR and the Pump It Up games, it was techno, electronic, house music. It was not this pop music like you're dancing
Yeah.
to Lady Gaga now.
Yeah.
There really ain't much else. I mean, there's a lot of games that have like a little music section in it, but really, you know, you got your guitar games, and you got
Now-
your dance and drum games. You got DJ Hero, which sucks out fucking loud.
Do you
It's a
think?
horrible game.
Do you think that, like, all right, because rhythm-based games are pretty obscure right now. We just have Rocksmith and
They were actually talking about
Just Dance?
what is it? I want to say Harmonix is talking about bringing Rock Band back
really.
for the next generation.
See, I don't know. That's the thing, because
They'd have to copy Rocksmith.
We
Yeah,
grew
they
up
would.
playing them, and every time we started playing Guitar Hero, like this is fun. Then Rockman came out like, oh, this is great. And started adding more instruments. Cool, we get great. Like, what's the next step?
It just became oversaturated.
And even before Rocksmith, and even the close to realistic instruments Rock Band came out with, we were thinking that would be cool if they can come up with a way you can use a real instrument. And then when those games, and then Rocksmith came out, that was like a gift from the gods. Like,
Yeah.
the rock god said, "Here's your guitar. Learn to play your axe." But I mean, now, do we really want to go back to playing a plastic
No.
button mashing game? Because that's really all it
To
was.
me, those
button mashing.
that day is done now.
I mean, 'cause-
like, it was oversaturated. People got. There was
We
a
sucked
kid.
so bad at those games.
There
I like,
was a 16-year-old kid who convinced his parents to let him drop out of high school,
Yeah,
so
I
he
remember
can
that.
become a professional Guitar Hero player. Really, dude?
Yep.
What are you doing? Jesus.
Yeah, I remember, and they did. He did it. He's the
Shit.
greatest Guitar Hero player of all time.
He couldn't even play Dragon Force on easy.
Yeah, I remember I saw that. We watched that video. That was like horrendously bad.
Just oh my god.
But I don't think. I mean,
it was oversaturated. I think those days are done for a while.
I
Wow,
think-
they
yeah,
have
we-
over 4,000 songs on Rock Band.
We just have the
Yeah.
handful of games
they-
now. A
they
couple
kept coming
dance
out,
games.
They came out with music for Rock Band even
and
after Rock Band
Rocksmith.
2 came out. But yeah, like with Rocksmith, I mean, there's not much else they can do except keep releasing music. I mean, they can come out with the next generation, but then what? I mean, I don't think that next maybe you can get keyboards and a lot of things they probably don't want to, because now people with indie games, they make this all the time on PC. You go on PC anywhere, you can find any kind of music-based game. But it's all about dancing now. It's about Connect.
Yeah.
Now they might come out with something that works with the Kinect, where you got to have the instrument in your hand. It could probably watch what you're playing.
Oh,
so-
that would be so.
It would.
The first person to, I feel bad for the first person who would ever try a game like that, because that could either make or break that genre of gaming.
Yeah, and because I mean, like the Kinect 2.0, I had an Xbox One. I was impressed. I mean, it gets a lot of flack, but it really is still a gimmick. That can, after a while, me telling Xbox on, I started calling it Xbox One, and it wouldn't respond. I disrespected it. It really was a gimmick, and that. Now the PSI, I've never had one. I mean, I'm trying. I want to get a new one. I want to get the new one for the PS4, and I want to try it. But everything is going with this video camera mode now. That's what everything's going as. Now it's kind of cool. They're coming to virtual reality now. You know, PS4's got the.
You know, Facebook bought that shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they bought it.
Why does Facebook need it?
I don't know. That is kind of scary.
It says right here at the.
It's gonna map your face when you put it on there.
Yeah.
The 2014 Penny Arcade Expo. The dude said he has plans to bring back Rock Band to the 8th generation of consoles at some point with guns blazing.
With guns blazing.
I mean,
Let's hope they copy Rocksmith.
So if they copy Rocksmith, it's got to. You can't just teach.
You have to add
Guitar
more
and bass.
because everybody's like, well, why should I do that when I get Rocksmith?
Yeah.
Because Rocksmith can come out like, hey, now they have not even said whether they're going to come out with a Rocksmith for the next generation.
Yeah, because see, Rocksmith had a competition this year when it came out, or last year when it came out. They had, what is that, Band Fuse come out.
The fuck is that?
It's Rocksmith with, it's just dumbed down. It's like,
Yeah, it was
all
like-
the ideas are stupid. Like, I understand that this is really cool for, like, if you want to really learn guitar, it teaches you tabs. Like, that's just scrolling highway, but it scrolls from right to left
Oh,
on a flat plane.
Oh.
And it's not designed well, and it has music videos playing behind it. And it's just, no, don't give me this. And instead of...
That sounds like what Guitar Hero say, hey, Rocksmith, we're going to do this now. We're going to take our Guitar Hero, slap Rocksmith on it, but we're going to make it this way.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
that sounds
instead
horrible.
of it fucking progressing with you as you get
Oh,
better,
yeah. It probably
has
does it automatically.
difficulties. It has
Yeah.
easy, normal, and hard.
Because Rocksmith
Like-
nailed it perfectly. If you screw up too much, it lowers the level
Yep.
to get you...
It fucking changes the difficulty as you progress.
Yeah, but that forced idea, that's like you going
Yeah,
to
so Rock
music school.
Band, Rock Band has some
dickhead
pretty
teacher.
big shoes to fill. I mean,
they got to throw
They
in all
killed
new
Guitar
all
Hero.
real instruments.
They did kill Guitar
Rocksmith
Hero.
killed them. So Rock
Well,
Rock
no,
Band
actually,
wants to come
it-
back.
Rock Band killed themselves.
They
Yeah.
oversaturated themselves with the same. They rehashed
But
the
it
same
wasn't
thing over and
really
over.
Rock Band didn't do it. They played the market right. It was Guitar Hero that fucked it up.
Yeah.
And it's just the same thing.
I mean, when you're releasing a brand new game every year, there's no room to grow. You're just adding gimmick after gimmick.
and then if you're
after
releasing
gimmick.
5 to 6
Call of Duty.
games-
Call of Duty.
yeah,
Sorry.
5 to 6 games a year, like Guitar Hero started doing.
Yeah, when they started their spin-off versions.
Yeah.
Well, even Rock Band did it when they started doing like the.
There was
Aerosmith,
one
Green
year.
Day,
There was one year
Beatles.
where Rock Band came out with like 3 games.
And then they came out with the Android, the iPhone versions, and the
Tap
handheld,
Hero, yeah.
Tap Hero, and the handheld version. I mean, I just can't see what a new version of Rock Band would be because we got a real guitar.
It would
We
have
already
to
have a
copy
real guitar, and
Rocksmith.
real bass, and you can sing already. That's as real as it gets. You can't get any unreal than
I mean,
singing.
it would have to be Rocksmith with more well-known songs. See, that's the thing that they can do is they have the EA money backing them up, and they can get more well-known songs. But right now, I will say Rocksmith is getting a lot more well-known shit.
Well, Rocksmith had the backing of the music industry already because
Yeah.
you had Dave Mustaine already backing the game. So, I mean, which is kind of weird. You think you would have seen some of his music in there yet?
You also had
So there's no Megadeth on them games?
Well, there's
Yeah,
Megadeth. There's
there's
Megadeth.
downloadable.
There's not a lot of
But
Megadeth.
you had Dave Navarro. He was endorsing.
Dave
them.
Navarro.
I
That's
hate
He
him
was the
so
T-
much.
Yeah, he was the TV endorsement because
Yeah.
he was talking about how you want to learn to play guitar. He literally ripped on the other games because it was just a game. This ain't no plastic toy you don't play with.
God, they would choose
What is
Dave
what is
Navarro.
funny though about the first Rock Band commercial? It was like I want to say it was making fun of the old Guitar Hero games, and the
It
dude
was.
picks up a guitar and plugs it up to his TV, and then he just starts jamming out, and he fucking kicks the fucking wall down, and like everyone it's like it's going around the world, and people are doing the same thing, just randomly throwing down their classic guitar, picking up another one, and kicking down walls and shit.
Foot
And then-
pedals, Zach. That's what it's going to be.
Yeah.
They're going to give you foot pedals, and you actually have to do the foot pedals too. That's the only thing Rocksmith doesn't do. It does that for you. Like when you play heavy and clean, it switches it for you. You can do it. You can do it manually, but you have to have a controller close to you so you can hit the button to switch it.
Yeah.
They're going to give you. They're going to give you like the foot
Well, there are
switch pedal.
There are Connect controls. I don't know what the fuck you do with the Connect controls, but there are.
See, but yeah, cause,
Like you can play that game without a controller.
or it's going to come with its own crate amp. Yes.
Yeah, I'd be down with that. I just want the amp.
Yeah.
I'm like, give me the amp. Fuck the game.
Yeah, I just
But
want-
like they would probably be able to, like with the license they already have, you can get some good stuff on the next Rock Band, I guess. But it would be more diverse than Rock Band or Rocksmith. It would have you would probably have country and
No, they already. Yeah, 'cause
Probably.
I forgot because they had the country hero, rap hero. I forgot about those shitty ass.
Yeah, there was the SingStar games.
The SingStar
The American
game.
Idol singing games, pretty much.
Britney
Oh,
Spears had a dance game.
oh my god. Oh. Oh.
I don't know. I think it's. We've reached the pinnacle where once you started here as it's like we started here as a child playing with plastic toys, working with. Now we play with real guitars.
Yeah.
We were playing with real guitars before we played
Well, I
with
mean, that's what I'm
plastic
saying.
ones.
That's why it was great when Rocksmith came out. It was like, sweet, it's a game for the guitar, the already.
Yeah.
Real guitars seem. I heard a lot of people who play guitar when they try to play Guitar Hero and Rock Band. They're like, I can't do this. It sucks. I want to play. Because a lot of times,
I
with some of the
couldn't do
songs, you can hear the note. It'd be like 5 notes, and the game only lets you play 3 of them.
Yeah, I can't play Guitar Hero worth a fuck.
Oh, Stasi
and
ripped
I've
the
been
shit
playing
out of
guitar
it.
for 20 fucking years.
Except for when when you tried to play Devil Went Down Georgia against Satan.
That was
That was
the
fun
coolest
watching.
moment
That was
in
fun
that
watching.
game.
She played that thing over and over and over. We're just sitting there smoking that, and she could never beat it on expert mode. That was like, wow, that's epic. You got the devil up there rocking again. Wow.
I think she finally did.
She did it.
Oh,
She
she
finally
did.
She did it
But it
one day
was-
because she was like switching from the guitar to
To the controller, yeah,
'Cause
yeah,
that-
yeah.
There was certain parts that she couldn't do.
Yeah, we
on
did
the
do that. That's how
controller.
whenever we played with the controller. Like, this is so much easier.
Yeah,
We would
I
never
remember
die.
that's what Stas started doing. She said, "Fuck the guitar," and she would play with the controller. And she'd just be sitting there, man. You'd see her fingers, man, just be like.
Which is cheap because you don't have to strum. Now you just push the
Yeah, you
button.
just
That's like
push the buttons.
That's like just pushing the button over here. Because you just
Yeah.
hit push the button and for it.
I was like, "That's kind of freaking cool." I forgot how she would do this part on the controller.
I
then
started
pause
using
it.
the D-pad on the controller to fucking strum and shit.
Oh really? I didn't know you could.
Yeah,
do that.
Yeah,
it
you
had
can strum
D-pad
it.
on there, and I was just sitting there pushing the
'Cause the
D-pad,
guy-
so you didn't hear the click.
The idea was, I think you can hold the note on the button and you can use that to keep hitting it
Mm-hmm.
instead of tapping it. But it was just easier to tap buttons.
So like really, as long as your note is down here, you can still hold on to this button. So really, there is a trick that a lot of people did, is they would tape down the green button.
Yeah.
So they only had to use the other 4.
Exactly, because there was no open note. That's how they. If they had an
That's what they
actual
did with
open note,
bass. They did that on bass.
Yeah,
You
they
had
added
your
an
purple
open note.
line.
Yeah. So, have we exhausted everything we could really say
Well, I mean,
about these games?
yeah, because I
They
mean,
know
all we
they
really.
exhausted us.
Yeah, because really, there's only 3 games that we would talk about: Guitar Hero, Rock Band, Rocksmith. The true evolution of the rhythm games. Because then there's the dance ones, and that's pretty fucking straightforward. It evolved to now the video. There's the singing ones, which
But we really only touched on this because it's about music.
Yeah. I mean, really.
I mean, we're not really going to talk about video games on this show. But
Like, yeah, I'll say right now, I'm not a big gamer. There's a handful
That's
of games
me.
I play.
I'm
like,
a gamer.
I'm a gamer. We're gamers.
I play Skyrim and Grand Theft Auto 5.
Skyrim. Oh, we can
And that's
talk all
about
day
it.
about some Skyrim.
See, you are a gamer, but you have your one game you play for 4 years.
Yeah, exactly.
Me and
That's,
Zach, we like it all. We love them all.
Yeah, we'll play
Yeah.
like one game.
you guys
We'll play
constantly-
like 7 games a month.
We'll
Yeah.
play that one game for about a week or two, just nonstop.
We'll
and switch
finish
something
it
else.
and go to the next.
Yeah, I haven't. I've never really been a big gamer. I just have, like you said, I have the one game that I played for like 4 years. And
He's
then-
still waiting on the next one.
Yeah, I'm still waiting on Fallout 4, and whenever the next
Well,
Elder
shit, you would
Scrolls
have to
comes
get a new
out.
console for all that shit.
I'm the only one that's moved on. He moved on to Wii U, but they're already past Wii U. Nintendo's already coming out with a new console.
Yeah.
Poor Zach.
Like, I mean, right now I'll turn on Skyrim every once in a while, and I'll play GTA online, and that's about all I play. And really, I might only get in 3 hours a week.
But most of my
Playing
games
a
come.
game.
Yeah, most of my games come from PS Plus though. There's all those.
Gotta
free
love that
games.
PS Plus.
Yeah.
That shit's awesome.
Like the Puppeteer was free.
Microsoft's
this week.
finally got on board with that now. They're finally gonna start doing that now with the
And there's
Xbox One.
something about fucking. They're gonna let you use your apps without fucking live. That'd be great.
Yeah, and that
They're taking all the subscription apps like Netflix and Hulu and moving them from behind the paywall to in front of it.
so I'm glad for that because I don't have a live account,
How many fucking years it take them now?
and I only turn on my 360 to listen to music and play Skyrim. So I don't need a live account. So I'm glad that they're finally doing that because I keep the 360 in the living room. I keep the PS3 in the bedroom. So now I'll be able to I won't have to bring my PS3 in the living room to watch Netflix anymore.
Did you ever play Grand Theft Auto?
Yeah.
Yeah, if I want to play GTA, yeah, I'll take it in the living room because we got what is this? I can't even remember. There's a 30-inch TV in the bedroom.
It's like a 32,
Yeah, and we got a 52 in
but
the
it's
living
still a
room,
nice
so.
looking TV.
Yeah, it is, and it's lasted. We've had it since '09. So I mean, it's out of date like a motherfucker, but I
Shit,
still
my
like
TV's
it.
out of date, but
But,
it's like a 2012 model.
But shit, we've really exhausted everything we could say about this topic.
Hail Satan! Hail
Satan!
Do you believe in God?
You believe in God. Hail Satan!
Hail Satan!
But shit, I guess we'll talk to you guys later. Y'all take it easy. Goodbye. Oh wait, hold on. What was the Blues Clues goodbye song?
I don't know.
I remember, here's the mail, it never fails. It makes me wanna wag my tail. When it comes, I wanna wail.
Mail. And we will leave you with that.